Hello everyone and welcome to a very special episode of Red Raptor Writes as I start a brand new series in Prehistoric Kingdom. It has been a while and we've gotten a lot of new updates, a lot of new features, and new creatures to mess around with in this game, which is still in early access. Dang, how long has it been in early access? It's been a while, but there have been a lot of awesome updates and additions to the game that I'm really excited to get my hands on. And a lot of the creatures are Cenozoic animals, and like we're talking about the Elasmotherium and the Cave Lion, two brand new additions to the game. And soon we're getting the Leylinosaur, which that would be pretty cool, and I'll see if I can try to implement that into this build. So I figured, a lot of these animals are Ice Age-ish, and what better way to feature some Ice Age animals than incorporating them into their own new zoo or park build. And I don't think anyone has tried this yet. There have been a lot of recreations of Prehistoric Kingdom, but as you can see, this is quite different. Very stylized with the new Stone Age pack that we've gotten. And I decided to bring this all together and make a Skyrim Prehistoric Kingdom build. Of course, Skyrim is a giant place, so I'll be making every location from Skyrim, but different exhibits themed around Skyrim locations. And as you might guess here, this is the beginning of Skyrim, where the beginning takes place, where you go get your execution, and Alduin comes in, and he attacks the Imperials, and saves you. And I don't think you could thank Alduin for saving you. That would be cool, like change teams, join Alduin. That would be a pretty cool ending, but alas, we can't do that. So this is Helgen, which is very much like an Imperial fortress area, and until it gets destroyed by Alduin in the beginning. Of course, that's where we get the meme, "You're finally awake." So to make this, I built a lot off camera, because if you didn't want to see me meticulously and slowly build every single building in Helgen, that would be nonsense. That would be insane. It did take a while, so a lot of work did go off camera. But you get to see me at least putting it all together and trying to make it fit. It's difficult to get all of it exactly right because you can't just get a 3D model of all of Skyrim and find it online. You kind of have to watch clips and look at pictures. So this is my recreation. Yeah, in this episode, we are putting, starting off with Carcharodontosaurus. You will see me use the feathered T-Rex in this build, but I switched it out off camera to the Carchar because, while I like the feathered T-Rex, the dragons in Skyrim don't have feathers. And I think it's cool to use a creature that came rather recently rather than one that appeared quite a while ago. I think at the start, since the start of early access or the alpha, which we've had a lot of T-Rexes in our parks then, but very few Carcharodontosauruses. We only had them in the JPOG build, which was that the last build we've done? That has been a while. I did throw around a few Elasmotheriums just roaming around Skyrim. So you might see them in the background or just chilling, just vibing. I turned off their needs because, of course, the dinosaurs that we put as dragons and some of the mammals will be very unhappy with this. Is this the taiga biome? Is that what they call it? No, boreal. I'm dumb. I'm trying to read it off here. Yeah, the boreal. So this is the area where you pass through on the cart with the other prisoners, like Ulfric Stormcloak. And, of course, where you get the meme. Right where you begin the game. It's such an iconic beginning. I really do love Skyrim. I've been playing it pretty much since it came out. I had a huge binge in late middle school, early high school, and that's where I put most of my hours in. Just playing that game, cranking out 90s, awesome time. And recently I started a new file in Skyrim, and I definitely wanted to show off my love and appreciation for this game. Looking at the world and the buildings and the terrains, there's so many different varied terrains that we can use for different creatures, different regions of Skyrim. Like, this is kind of the south, or it's more foresty, but as you go north, it becomes more of a grassland in Whiterun. There's mountainous areas and tundra in the far north and like swamps. So there's a lot of variation here. But we're about to finish with the time lapse. So let's go back into the game. Okay, we are back in the actual build itself. And gosh, this game looks pretty. This is a gorgeous looking game. So you're riding in the little, what do you call it, carriage or whatever. Riding down, you're with the boys on your way to Helgen to get beheaded. And here is like the front gates of Helgen, where you walk in, like the nice fortifications here. I love the new fence. This is partly why I was inspired to do Skyrim. Like, the fencing is very Skyrim-esque from the Stone Age. Here, okay, we could start the timeline. People can walk around. In Skyrim, there's not like a clear-cut path. It's not as clearly distinguished from the ground as this, but it'll have to do. Like, the people are more free to walk around. It would be cool if we got invisible fences one day, but that's just not today. Not today! There are a lot of buildings, but there's nothing in the buildings, really. I contemplated putting stores and stuff in here, but they didn't quite fit the right shape of the buildings. Like, when you put a store in, it would be like front back, not like front back. So then like the aisles will just block the door, and it wasn't working out. So just pretend that people living in there. And one thing about the game though is that over the past 1 or 2 updates ago, it started to bug out a little. It's not as crisp or clean cut. Like, there's a lot of pop-ins, like you see here, which is kind of disappointing. I hope they patch that out, because it's hard to appreciate the beauty of the zoo, of the park, when you don't get all the details in. So I really hope they do patch that. And it's been a lot laggier. I don't know if it's this map particularly, because there are a lot of forests and stuff on this map. But when you're brushing the terrain and the trees and foliage and stuff, yeah, it lags out quite a bit, which not great. So maybe they're putting the pop-in textures as a way to save on memory or whatever. Wibbly jibbly. I don't really know how video game design works, but well, it's not overloaded and too complicated. But there's definitely been a dip in visual quality. Anyways, that's me ranting. Here's Alduin here. Yes, I named you Alduin. And yeah, we changed it out for the Carcharodontosaurus. Of course, I made sure you were male. I think, are there female dragons in Skyrim? I don't remember any dragons having like a female feminine voice, but I mean, the dragons, maybe they just all have deep voices. Do dragons like mate in Skyrim, or do they have, are the spirits? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, he's just chilling. Unfortunately, he has to be fenced in, so I guess there are no needs. There's no attacking the guests. They'll be fine. Carcar dinosaurs won't eat them, but just helps maintain the illusion. And gosh, I do love this Carcharodontosaurus. This is a beautiful design, and it's very reminiscent of the J-Pog Carchar, where it's a lot of black and dark coloration, but it has got red on the face, those red ridges above the eyes. Yeah, it still has its own unique, like the tan, beige underbelly, the counter shading here, and the dots around. So it's still its own thing. It's not a straight ripoff, but definitely pays homage in a good way to J-Pog, to what came before. I like it's more of an updated Carcharodontosaurus head. Not like the super long and pointy Carcharodontosaurus nose and snout that you would have seen in past iterations. It looks more like Meraxes, kind of. Oh, yes, very beautiful. A little out of place in this Taiga Boreal world, but hey, he's playing as a dragon, so you know what, you're fine. Yeah. So that's about it. There's not much more to show off. It's Helgen. In future videos, I think next up we'll try to do Whiterun. So the road like goes out and around up here. There's a river, I think, that goes across. You follow down the river, and Riverwood would be, I don't know, maybe around here-ish. And also, what else would I want? See, it doesn't look right. It doesn't look right. Then there's the Throat of the World over here. And okay, I have plans for that. Oh, there's an Elasmotherium. Actually, I haven't even showed off Elasmotherium yet. But this is one of the short-horned ones. Because I think, was it 2020, 2021, where we got a study that their horns may not have been that giant Elasmotherium unicorn horn that we saw in, say, Prehistoric Park. That would have been shorter. But you're cute. I like them regardless, either way. I love the fur on them. There are no woolly rhinos in Skyrim, but they definitely match the vibe of it. Yeah, so after this, you go into... I don't know, where do you go if you're a Stormcloak or whatever? If you're a Stormcloak, you go over here. If you're a Legion, like, you go into this building-ish. I don't quite remember exactly where you go. But you get to choose which one you want to be. This isn't the final decision. You can switch sides afterwards. But actually, I heard that it's more beneficial to join the Stormcloaks because Legion armor is more valuable. So if you loot all the Legion armor, then you can make more money. Which is an interesting tidbit. I do... Alright. In the comments, let me know if you're a Stormcloak or Legion. But I definitely side more with the Stormcloaks. I don't know. I feel like I feel like the reason it's still hotly debated. It definitely reflects our modern political landscape today, where you have the more globalist Imperials who are controlled by foreign regimes and foreign powers and don't do what's best for the people. But they maintain stability. They maintain trade and tolerance and all that good stuff. So they're good for the economy in that way. But then you have the more nationalistic Stormcloaks who want to be free and independent and decide their own fate aside from the Thalmor. Fighting back against the Thalmor and the Legion and all that. Don't want to be oppressed by or controlled by outside forces, but also get a little sussy when it comes to their race relations, say, with the Dark Elves. So that part I don't really appreciate about them, but I do sympathize with their cause. I don't know. I feel dirty when I play Imperial. Like, does Skyrim belong to the Nords? I mean, Skyrim was mostly Nords. Okay. I'm getting myself canceled over Skyrim lore here. It is mostly their land, and, you know, they don't want to be controlled by other people. Though they could be a little more accepting of the people who do show up in their land. Anyways, I'm getting too political. I promise I won't talk politics 2 drinks later. Skyrim belongs to the Nords. Anyways, let me know in the comments below. Don't get too heated over it. It's just a game. But also, you know, kind of reminiscent in real life anyways. Yeah. This is supposed to be the Legion, Imperial Legion flag. It's a dragon, but put Archaeopteryx instead. It looks cool. Alright, so that's Helgen. Next episode, we'll do Riverwood. Alright, remember, if you enjoyed this video, to please leave a like, subscribe, and then check out my social media. See you next time.